So I'm working on an idea for these valve covers. I'm thinking about getting that on there. Now that's painted on there and I did it with my vinyl cutter. And I'm going to go ahead and try it on there. This is stainless steel of course, and it hasn't ripped the stainless steel off the stainless steel. But the freshly painted valve covers might not be quite so forgiving. This is just standard sign writing vinyl. So I'm happy though that I didn't get any bleed through. And I think it'll look pretty cool. Well, they're taped up, masked up. Let's hope it works, huh? Got a coat of paint on. Don't want to leave it too long before getting the mask off. It's a thin line. Pretty happy how they turned out. So the plan is, after they've gone off and probably on the engine and everything else, properly hard, I'm going to give that a bit of a polish. And, you know, a little bit of T-cut, whatever. Take the edge off the paint. I mean, it looks just like just a vinyl what I've put on there. But I didn't want a vinyl, I wanted it painted on. And I kind of feel like it looks like it could be stock, I think. Could have come out the factory like it. So if anyone wants to know the process which I used, I might stick some screenshots up and whatnot, but basically a photo of that logo went into SolidWorks, at which point I traced it manually, so all of the lines, I drew all of the lines and the curves and everything else on there. Used SolidWorks for that. I then exported it as a DXF and opened it in Adobe Illustrator. I used Cutting Master 2 to plot it on the vinyl plotter, what I used for the vans and so forth, and then cut it out as a stencil, measured up the valve covers of course, taped it all on, and away you go. I guess there are other ways in which you could do it. You could do like a live trace on AI or something like that, but I've got SolidWorks so I used it. And plus on SolidWorks I've now got the logo which I can cut into some keyrings and some steel. I've got a friend who's got a polishing machine, one of those little bowls what he got off Amazon or whatever. I'm going to see about polishing up some keyrings. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. And I think a vinyl would have probably have just come off and just been cheap and not that great. Whereas if this wears down, it's going to be alright. It's kind of like when I did a proof of concept earlier with the stainless steel, kind of not quite got it at the edge. Well, that's fine. The whole idea is to kind of replicate a used thing, but give it a little bit more drying time and they'll be ready to go on. So I'm working on an idea for these headers. They're not headers. So I'm working on an idea for these valve covers.